Question 1. What should you do when approaching a double lane left turn only and straight lane no U-turn sign? A. Make a U-turn if the intersection is clear. B. Select the appropriate lane for a left turn or proceed straight. C. Use any lane to turn left or go straight. Answer. B. Select the appropriate lane for a left turn or proceed straight. This sign indicates dedicated lanes for left turns and going straight, prohibiting U-turns. Question 2. How should you respond if you are driving in a lane marked by a right lane must exit sign? A. Continue in the lane if you wish to exit. B. Switch lanes if you do not want to exit. C. Stop and wait for further instructions. Answer. B. Switch lanes if you do not want to exit. This sign indicates that the lane is for exiting only, and if you do not wish to exit, you should move to another lane. Question 3. What precautions must be taken when driving near a railroad crossing with a 4-track sign? A. Speed up to cross the tracks quickly. B. Look for multiple trains from both directions. C. Ignore the sign as it is only informational. Answer. B. Look for multiple trains from both directions. The 4-track sign warns of multiple railway tracks, so extra caution and observation are needed. Question 4. Who is authorized to park in a spot designated by a handicap parking sign? A. Any driver for a quick stop. B. Vehicles displaying a valid disabled parking placard or license plate. C. Senior citizens regardless of disability status. Answer. B. Vehicles displaying a valid disabled parking placard or license plate. Only vehicles with proper disability credentials are authorized to park in these designated spots. Question 5. How should a driver adjust their speed when encountering a road narrow sign? A. Maintain current speed. B. Increase speed to pass the narrow area quickly. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. A road narrow sign indicates that the roadway ahead becomes narrower, requiring reduced speed for safety. Question 6. What is the correct driving behavior when you see a roadwork ahead sign? A. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. B. Prepare to stop or slow down. Obey signs and flaggers. C. Continue at normal speed without changing lanes. Answer. B. Prepare to stop or slow down. Obey signs and flaggers. This sign indicates upcoming road work, requiring drivers to be cautious and follow temporary traffic controls. Question 7. Describe the appropriate actions to take when encountering a rough road sign. A. Continue at the same speed to minimize travel time. B. Slow down and maintain a firm grip on the steering wheel. C. Use the shoulder to avoid rough patches. Answer. B. Slow down and maintain a firm grip on the steering wheel. A rough road sign warns of uneven or damaged road surfaces, necessitating reduced speed for control and safety. Question 8. What does a lane closed sign typically indicate, and how should you respond? A. Prepare to change lanes or merge into the adjacent lane safely. B. Ignore the sign if no work is visible. C. Increase speed to get through the zone quickly. Answer. A. Prepare to change lanes or merge into the adjacent lane safely. This sign indicates that a lane ahead is closed, requiring drivers to merge to continue safely. Question 9. How should drivers react upon seeing a pavement end sign? A. Continue at the same speed and use caution. B. Prepare for a transition from pavement to gravel or dirt and adjust speed accordingly. C. Stop before the pavement ends. Answer. B. Prepare for a transition from pavement to gravel or dirt and adjust speed accordingly. This sign warns that the road surface will change, requiring slower speeds to handle potentially rougher conditions safely. Question 10. Under what conditions is it permissible to make a U-turn at an intersection with a left turn or U-turn only on green sign? A. When the light is green and it is safe to do so. B. At any time regardless of signal lights. C. Only when there are no vehicles or pedestrians nearby. Answer: A. When the light is green and it is safe to do so. This sign allows for left turns or U-turns, but only when the traffic signal is green and conditions are safe. Question 11. What are the legal implications of driving without a seatbelt in California? A. There is a fine and minors may have additional penalties. B. No implications as seatbelt laws are not enforced. C. Only warnings are given for not wearing a seatbelt. Answer: A. There is a fine and minors may have additional penalties. California law requires all passengers and the driver to wear seatbelts, and failure to do so results in fines and penalties. Question 12. Explain the actions a driver should take if involved in a minor traffic collision without injuries. A. Leave the scene immediately to avoid traffic jams. B. Move vehicles out of the traffic lane if possible, then exchange information and report the accident. C. Wait in the car for police to arrive without moving anything. Answer: B. Move vehicles out of the traffic lane if possible, then exchange information and report the accident. It's important to document the incident and clear traffic if safely possible. Question 13. Describe the responsibilities of a driver when a school bus has its red lights flashing and stop arm extended. A. Stop regardless of direction of travel until the lights stop flashing. B. Pass the bus carefully if no children are in the street. C. Stop only if you are behind the bus. Answer: A. Stop regardless of direction of travel until the lights stop flashing. California law requires all drivers to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights and an extended stop arm to protect disembarking children. Question 14. How should a driver handle a situation where their vehicle begins to skid on a wet road? A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer into the skid and gently accelerate. C. Steer in the direction of the skid and gradually reduce speed without abruptly braking. Answer: C. Steer in the direction of the skid and gradually reduce speed without abruptly braking. This helps regain control and prevents the vehicle from spinning. Question 15. What are the rules regarding the use of headlights during inclement weather in California? A. Headlights must be turned on when visibility is reduced to 1,000 feet. B. Use of headlights is optional in bad weather. C. Headlights should only be used during nighttime rain. Answer: A. Headlights must be turned on when visibility is reduced to 1,000 feet. This rule ensures that vehicles are visible to each other during poor weather conditions. Question 16. Describe the steps a driver should take to ensure they are following the speed limit in a residential area. A. Drive at the same speed as other traffic, regardless of the posted limit. B. Check for posted speed limit signs and adjust speed to match or be lower than the limit. C. Always drive at least 10 miles per hour over the limit to keep up with traffic flow. Answer: B. Check for posted speed limit signs and adjust speed to match or be lower than the limit. It's important to adhere to speed limits, especially in residential areas where pedestrians are likely. Question 17. How can a driver determine if they are following too closely behind another vehicle? A. Ensure there is at least a 10-second gap between vehicles. B. Follow the 3-second rule to maintain a safe following distance. C. If the vehicle in front can be seen clearly, the distance is sufficient. Answer: B. Follow the 3-second rule to maintain a safe following distance. This method helps ensure there is enough time to react if the leading vehicle suddenly stops. Question 18. What actions should a driver take if they encounter an aggressive driver on the road? A. Try to outmaneuver and speed past the aggressive driver. B. Maintain your composure, avoid eye contact, and keep a safe distance. C. Stop the vehicle and confront the aggressive driver. Answer: B. Maintain your composure, avoid eye contact, and keep a safe distance. It's safest to avoid escalating the situation and to keep yourself safe from potential harm. Question 19. Explain the procedure for properly securing a load on a vehicle to prevent it from causing hazards on the road. A. Stack items loosely in the trunk or bed of the vehicle. B. Use ropes or straps to secure the load tightly and cover with a tarp if necessary. C. Keep all windows open to balance the load. Answer. B. Use ropes or straps to secure the load tightly and cover with a tarp if necessary. Properly securing a load prevents it from becoming a hazard to other drivers. Question 20. What should a driver do if they accidentally drive through a red traffic light? A. Continue driving and ignore the incident. B. Pull over immediately and wait for police instructions. C. Proceed through the intersection, then pull over and assess the situation for safety. Answer. C. Proceed through the intersection, then pull over and assess the situation for safety. It's important to ensure no additional danger or disruption is caused by the mistake. Question 21. What steps should a driver take to safely merge onto a freeway? A. Accelerate to match the speed of the traffic and merge without signaling. B. Decrease speed before merging to find a suitable gap. C. Accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic and use signals to merge into a gap. Answer. C. Accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic and use signals to merge into a gap. This ensures a safe and smooth entry into fast-moving traffic. Question 22. How should a driver react to an emergency vehicle approaching from behind while driving in heavy traffic? A. Continue at the same speed and ignore the emergency vehicle. B. Move to the right and stop, allowing the emergency vehicle to pass. C. Increase speed to clear the lane faster. Answer. B. Move to the right and stop, allowing the emergency vehicle to pass. This action helps emergency vehicles reach their destination quicker and safer. Question 23. What are the legal requirements for using headlights during periods of fog? A. Headlights should be turned off to avoid glare. B. Use high beams to increase visibility. C. Use low beams and fog lights if available. Answer. C. Use low beams and foggle. Question 24. How does one properly secure a load on a vehicle to avoid hazards on the road? A. Place lighter items at the bottom. B. Use ropes or straps to tie the load securely. C. Drive slowly regardless of how the load is secured. Answer. B. Use ropes or straps to tie the load securely. Ensuring the load is well secured prevents it from causing accidents or falling onto the roadway. Question 25. When approaching a traffic circle or roundabout, what is the correct procedure for entering and exiting based on California driving laws? A. Enter at high speed and exit from any lane. B. Yield to traffic in the circle and exit from the appropriate lane. C. Stop completely before entering and then proceed when clear. Answer. B. Yield to traffic in the circle and exit from the appropriate lane. This procedure ensures smooth traffic flow and reduces the risk of collisions. Question 26. What are the specific rules regarding the use of carpool lanes on California highways during designated hours? A. Any vehicle with more than one passenger can use the carpool lane at any time. B. Only vehicles with at least 2 people, including the driver, can use the carpool lanes during posted hours. C. Carpool lanes are open to all traffic during rush hours. Answer. B. Only vehicles with at least 2 people, including the driver, can use the carpool lanes during posted hours. This promotes efficient use of the lanes and reduces traffic congestion. Question 27. Describe the actions a driver should take upon encountering a stop sign at an intersection with poor visibility. A. Slow down, but continue without stopping if no traffic is visible. B. Stop completely, then proceed when you can do so safely. C. Honk the horn while passing through to alert other drivers. Answer. B. Stop completely, then proceed when you can do so safely. Complete stops are mandatory at stop signs, and extra caution is needed in poor visibility. Question 28. How should a driver react when a traffic signal turns yellow as they are approaching an intersection? A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Stop if it is safe to do so, otherwise proceed with caution. C. Ignore the yellow light and continue driving. Answer B. Stop if it is safe to do so, otherwise proceed with caution. The yellow light is a warning to prepare to stop, not to accelerate. Question 29. What is the legal requirement for yielding to pedestrians in marked and unmarked crosswalks? A. Yield only in marked crosswalks. B. Pedestrians always have the right of way in both marked and unmarked crosswalks. C. Pedestrians should yield to vehicles. Answer B. Pedestrians always have the right of way in both marked and unmarked crosswalks. Drivers must always yield to pedestrians, enhancing safety for all road users. Question 30. Explain the procedure for making a safe and legal three-point turn on a narrow residential street. A. Perform the turn quickly to minimize traffic disruption. B. Ensure the street is clear of traffic and pedestrians, signal, and then execute the turn. C. Use driveways where available instead of the street. Answer B. Ensure the street is clear of traffic and pedestrians, signal, and then execute the turn. This method is safe and minimizes the risk of accidents. Question 31. How does California law address the use of mobile devices while driving? A. Mobile devices may be used at any time. B. Handheld use is prohibited, but hands-free operation is allowed. C. All mobile device use is encouraged to increase driver awareness. Answer B. Handheld use is prohibited, but hands-free operation is allowed. This law helps reduce distractions and increases safety. Question 32. What is the significance of a no passing zone, and how can drivers identify these areas? A. No passing zones are indicated by blue signs. B. These zones are marked by specific signs and road markings that indicate where passing is unsafe. C. Drivers should assume all zones are no passing zones. Answer B. These zones are marked by specific signs and road markings that indicate where passing is unsafe. Recognizing these helps prevent dangerous overtaking maneuvers. Question 33. In what scenarios is it permissible to cross a double yellow line on the road? A. To pass slower traffic. B. When turning left into a driveway or side street. C. At any time when traffic is slow. Answer B. When turning left into a driveway or side street. This is one of the few exceptions where crossing a double yellow line is legally allowed. Question 34. Describe the steps to take if your vehicle's engine overheats while driving on a highway. A. Turn off the air conditioner, pull over safely, and wait for the engine to cool before checking coolant levels. B. Continue driving to the nearest service station. C. Add water to the radiator immediately. Answer A. Turn off the air conditioner, pull over safely, and wait for the engine to cool before checking coolant levels. This prevents further damage to the engine. Question 35. What measures should be taken when driving in close proximity to large trucks or buses on the freeway? A. Drive aggressively to stay clear of large vehicles. B. Maintain a safe following distance and be cautious of the truck's blind spots. C. Pass trucks and buses quickly on the right side. Answer B. Maintain a safe following distance and be cautious of the truck's blind spots. This enhances safety and prevents collisions. Question 36. How should a driver adjust their driving in response to adverse weather conditions such as heavy rain or snow? A. Increase speed to get through poor conditions faster. B. Maintain normal speeds as modern cars are well equipped for all weather. C. Reduce speed, use headlights, and increase following distances. Answer C. Reduce speed, use headlights, and increase following distances. These adjustments are necessary for safe driving in poor weather conditions. Question 37. Explain the implications of a flashing red traffic light at an intersection. A. It is treated the same as a stop sign. Stop, then proceed when safe. B. The flashing red light indicates that traffic in all directions must stop permanently. C. Drivers should slow down but do not need to stop. Answer. A. It is treated the same as a stop sign. Stop, then proceed when safe. This ensures all drivers at the intersection take turns proceeding safely. Question 38. What are the legal responsibilities of a driver involved in a minor traffic collision with no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately to avoid blocking traffic. B. Stop and exchange information with the other driver, including insurance details. C. Wait for police to report the accident. Answer. B. Stop and exchange information with the other driver, including insurance details. It's important to document the incident even if there are no injuries. Question 39. How can drivers ensure they are following the correct procedures at a railway crossing that lacks gates or signals? A. Stop at all railway crossings regardless of visibility. B. Look and listen for trains and only proceed when certain no trains are coming. C. Drive across quickly without stopping. Answer. B. Look and listen for trains and only proceed when certain no trains are coming. This cautious approach prevents collisions with trains. Question 40. What are the key factors to consider when deciding whether to use high beams or low beams at night? A. Use high beams in all conditions for maximum visibility. B. Use low beams in urban areas or when traffic is present, high beams in rural or poorly lit areas. C. High beams should be used at all times to alert other drivers. Answer. B. Use low beams in urban areas or when traffic is present, high beams in rural or poorly lit areas. This ensures appropriate visibility without blinding other drivers. Question 41. Describe the proper technique for adjusting rear view and side mirrors to minimize blind spots. A. Angle mirrors outward to just see the edge of the car. B. Position the mirrors to see as much of the rear as possible without moving your head. C. Keep the mirrors inward to maximize the view of the car's sides. Answer. A. Angle mirrors outward to just see the edge of the car. This helps eliminate blind spots by providing a wider view of the lanes beside and behind the car. Question 42. What are the penalties for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs in California? A. Mandatory attendance in a driver's education program. B. Possible jail time, fines, and license suspension. C. A warning for first-time offenders. Answer. B. Possible jail time, fines, and license suspension. California has strict DUI laws to deter driving under the influence and enhance road safety. Question 43. How should a driver proceed when they encounter a funeral procession on the road? A. Overtake the procession safely on the right side. B. Follow the procession closely to avoid separation. C. Yield and do not interrupt or pass the procession. Answer. C. Yield and do not interrupt or pass the procession. It's respectful and legally required in many areas to allow a funeral procession to pass uninterrupted. Question 44. What is the appropriate action to take if you inadvertently enter an express lane without the required pass or toll device? A. Continue until the next exit and then exit the express lane. B. Stop immediately and reverse out of the express lane. C. Immediately call the highway patrol to report the error. Answer. A. Continue until the next exit and then exit the express lane. This is the safest way to rectify the mistake without causing a traffic hazard. Question 45. What is the procedure for reporting an accident involving property damage over a specified dollar amount? A. Leave a note with contact information if the other party is not present. B. Report the accident to the police and your insurance company as soon as possible. C. Only report the accident to your insurance company. Answer. B. Report the accident to the police and your insurance company as soon as possible. Accurate and timely reporting is essential for legal and insurance purposes. Question 46. How should a driver behave when approaching a school zone while children are present? A. Maintain normal speed as children are supervised. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. Watch for children and crossing guards. C. Honk to alert children and guards of your presence. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. Watch for children and crossing guards. Drivers must exercise extra caution in school zones to ensure child safety. Question 47. Describe the correct actions a driver should take when the traffic lights at an intersection are out of order. A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. B. Proceed with caution without stopping. C. Wait for someone to direct traffic before proceeding. Answer. A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. This ensures all drivers take turns to safely navigate the intersection. Question 48. What is the recommended following distance under ideal driving conditions, and how should this be adjusted in poor weather? A. 2-second rule for dry conditions, 4-second rule for wet or icy conditions. B. 1-second rule in all conditions. C. No specific following distance is necessary if you are attentive. Answer. A. 2-second rule for dry conditions, 4-second rule for wet or icy conditions. Adjusting following distance based on conditions ensures sufficient reaction time and enhances safety. Question 49. Identify the actions required when a solid white line marks the right edge of a highway. A. Maintain your lane and avoid crossing the line. B. The solid white line can be crossed at any time. C. Stop immediately next to the white line. Answer. A. Maintain your lane and avoid crossing the line. Solid white lines indicate boundaries that should not be crossed to maintain traffic order and safety. Question 50. What should a driver do if they miss their exit on a freeway? A. Continue to the next exit and find a way to safely return to your intended route. B. Make a U-turn through the median strip. C. Stop and back up on the freeway to reach the missed exit. Answer. A. Continue to the next exit and find a way to safely return to your intended route. This is the safest approach to correcting a missed exit. Question 51. Explain the rules regarding the right-of-way when two vehicles arrive at an uncontrolled T intersection. A. The vehicle on the through road has the right-of-way. B. The vehicle arriving first has the right-of-way. C. Both vehicles should stop and signal to proceed. Answer. A. The vehicle on the through road has the right-of-way. This rule helps prevent confusion and accidents at such intersections. Question 52. What are the legal requirements for vehicle registration and displaying license plates in California? A. Front and rear plates are required on all vehicles, with current registration stickers. B. Only rear plates are required. C. Plates are optional as long as the vehicle is registered. Answer. A. Front and rear plates are required on all vehicles, with current registration stickers. This aids in vehicle identification and law enforcement. Question 53. Describe the necessary steps for safely passing a bicycle on a roadway. A. Honk to alert the cyclist and pass closely to maximize space. B. Slow down and provide at least 3 feet of clearance when passing. C. Pass immediately regardless of the proximity to the cyclist. Answer. B. Slow down and provide at least 3 feet of clearance when passing. This ensures the safety of the cyclist and complies with California's passing laws. Question 54. What precautions should be taken when driving through a tunnel? A. Increase speed to clear the tunnel quickly. B. Turn on headlights and reduce speed. Follow any posted signs or signals. C. Use the lane closest to the tunnel wall for safety. Answer. B. Turn on headlights and reduce speed. Follow any posted signs or signals. Proper lighting and caution are crucial for safe tunnel navigation. Question 55. Discuss the importance of seatbelt laws and the impact of non-compliance. A. Seatbelts are optional and up to individual preference. B. Non-compliance can result in fines and increases the risk of severe injury in accidents. C. Seatbelt laws only apply to children under 18. Answer. B. Non-compliance can result in fines and increases the risk of severe injury in accidents. Seatbelts significantly reduce the risk of death and injury. Question 56. How should a driver respond to a pedestrian who is crossing the street illegally? A. Continue driving since the pedestrian is at fault. B. Yield to the pedestrian to prevent injury. C. Honk to scare the pedestrian back to the sidewalk. Answer. B. Yield to the pedestrian to prevent injury. It's important to avoid accidents even if the pedestrian is breaking the law. Question 57. What are the considerations for turning left across multiple lanes of oncoming traffic? A. Speed up to cross quickly before oncoming vehicles arrive. B. Wait for a clear gap in traffic or a green arrow at a signalized intersection. C. Turn only when oncoming traffic stops. Answer. B. Wait for a clear gap in traffic or a green arrow at a signalized intersection. This ensures the turn is made safely without risking a collision. Question 58. Explain the procedure for securing a disabled vehicle if it cannot be moved from a busy highway. A. Leave the vehicle unattended to find help. B. Turn on hazard lights, place warning devices if available, and stay in the vehicle until help arrives. C. Attempt to push the vehicle to a safer location. Answer. B. Turn on hazard lights, place warning devices if available, and stay in the vehicle until help arrives. This increases visibility and safety while waiting for assistance. Question 59. What are the effects of road rage, and how can drivers manage their emotions while driving? A. Road rage enhances driving abilities by increasing focus. B. Road rage can lead to dangerous driving behaviors. It's best to stay calm and not engage with aggressive drivers. C. Ignore road rage as it has minimal impact on driving. Answer. B. Road rage can lead to dangerous driving behaviors. It's best to stay calm and not engage with aggressive drivers. Managing emotions helps maintain safe driving conditions for everyone. Question 60. Discuss the impact of tire tread depth on vehicle handling and safety. A. Tire tread depth does not affect vehicle performance. B. Shallow tire tread can lead to increased stopping distances and reduced traction. C. Deep tire treads increase fuel consumption. Answer. B. Shallow tire tread can lead to increased stopping distances and reduced traction. Proper tire maintenance is crucial for safe vehicle operation, especially in poor weather conditions. Question 61. What should a driver do immediately after driving through a deep puddle? A. Continue driving at normal speed. B. Check the brakes by pumping them gently. C. Accelerate to dry off the brakes. Answer. B. Check the brakes by pumping them gently. Water can affect brake performance, so it's important to ensure they are working properly after driving through a puddle. Question 62. Describe the legal obligations when changing vehicle ownership in California. A. The new owner must repaint the vehicle. B. The seller must notify the DMV within 5 days of the date of sale. C. The buyer has 30 days to apply for a new registration. Answer. B. The seller must notify the DMV within 5 days of the date of sale. This is crucial for updating records and ensuring legal responsibility is transferred. Question 63. What are the guidelines for using hazard lights while driving? A. Use them only when parked to indicate a need for assistance. B. Turn them on while driving through heavy traffic. C. Use them when driving in any adverse weather conditions. Answer. A. Use them only when parked to indicate a need for assistance. Hazard lights should be used to warn other drivers when your vehicle is a temporary hazard. Question 64. How should a driver handle a situation where they are being followed too closely by another vehicle? A. Brake sharply to discourage the following driver. B. Gradually slow down to encourage the following driver to pass. C. Maintain a steady speed and allow the following vehicle to overtake safely. Answer. C. Maintain a steady speed and allow the following vehicle to overtake safely. This minimizes the risk of a collision and promotes safer driving conditions. Question 65. What is the procedure for obtaining a learner's permit in California, including the age requirements and necessary documentation? A. Applicants must be at least 16 years old and pass a written test. B. Applicants need a parent's signature if under 18 and must provide proof of residency. C. Both A and B are correct. Answer. C. Both A and B are correct. Both age requirements and appropriate documentation, including a parent's signature if under 18, are necessary for obtaining a learner's permit. Question 66. How should drivers approach a crosswalk when pedestrians are present, especially in areas without traffic signals? A. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. B. Stop and yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. C. Signal pedestrians to cross quickly. Answer. B. Stop and yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. Drivers are required to yield to pedestrians in crosswalks, ensuring their safety. Question 67. Explain the guidelines for determining a safe following distance when driving behind motorcycles. A. Maintain a shorter distance due to motorcycles' ability to stop more quickly. B. Keep a 4-second following distance to allow for safe stopping. C. Follow closely to protect the motorcycle from other traffic. Answer. B. Keep a 4-second following distance to allow for safe stopping. Motorcycles can stop more abruptly than cars, so a greater following distance is necessary. Question 68. What steps should be taken if a driver notices symptoms of brake failure while driving? A. Continue driving to the nearest mechanic. B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake if necessary to stop. C. Switch off the engine immediately. Answer. B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake if necessary to stop. These actions can help bring the vehicle to a controlled stop if the main brakes fail. Question 69. Identify the legal implications of refusing a chemical test when suspected of DUA in California. A. No penalties as chemical tests are voluntary. B. Mandatory fine and license suspension. C. Automatic enrollment in a driving school. Answer. B. Mandatory fine and license suspension. Refusing a chemical test in DUI situations results in immediate penalties, including a suspended license. Question 70. Discuss the specific considerations for driving your schools, including speed limits and observing student drop-off procedures. A. Always drive at least 10 miles per hour above the speed limit to clear the area faster. B. Follow local speed limits and rules for dropping off students. C. Ignore school zone signs if no students are visible. Answer. B. Follow local speed limits and rules for dropping off students. These measures ensure the safety of children around schools. Question 71. What actions should a driver take to safely navigate through dense fog on a highway? A. Use high beams for better visibility. B. Reduce speed and use low beams or fog lights. C. Pull over and wait for the fog to clear. Answer. B. Reduce speed and use low beams or fog lights. High beams can reflect off the fog and decrease visibility, while low beams and fog lights improve it. Question 72. How does California law regulate the use of headlights during daylight hours? A. Headlights are not required during daylight. B. Headlights must be used in conditions of reduced visibility. C. Headlights should be used at all times. Answer. B. headlights must be used in conditions of reduced visibility. This includes situations like fog or heavy rain, even during daylight hours. Question 73. What are the rules concerning child safety seats and booster seats in vehicles? A. Child safety seats are required for children until they are 8 years old or 4'9" tall. B. Booster seats are optional but recommended. C. Child safety seats are needed only for long trips. Answer. A. Child safety seats are required for children until they are 8 years old or 4'9" tall. This law ensures the safety of younger children in vehicles. Question 74. How can a driver safely manage distractions while driving to avoid accidents? A. Use mobile devices sparingly when on open roads. B. Ensure all attention is on driving and minimize use of in-car technologies while the vehicle is in motion. C. Only check texts or emails at stoplights. Answer. B. Ensure all attention is on driving and minimize use of in-car technologies while the vehicle is in motion. Keeping focus on the road helps prevent accidents caused by distractions. Question 75. What is the correct response when an emergency vehicle with sirens and lights is approaching from the opposite direction? A. Continue driving as usual since the emergency vehicle is on the other side of the road. B. Pull to the side of the road and stop if safe to do so. C. Speed up to clear the intersection quickly. Answer. B. Pull to the side of the road and stop if safe to do so. This action helps provide a clear path for the emergency vehicle. Question 76. Describe the steps a driver should take when they experience a tire blowout on a busy freeway. A. Immediately apply hard brakes and steer towards the roadside. B. Maintain control of the vehicle, slow down gradually, and pull over safely. C. Continue to drive at a reduced speed to the next exit. Answer. B. Maintain control of the vehicle, slow down gradually, and pull over safely. This approach minimizes the risk of losing control after a blowout. Question 77. Explain the significance of the move over law and its requirements for drivers when emergency vehicles are on the side of the road. A. The law requires drivers to move over a lane if safe to do so or slow down significantly. B. Drivers should increase speed to pass the emergency scene quickly. C. The law only applies at night. Answer. A. The law requires drivers to move over a lane if safe to do so or slow down significantly. This law is designed to protect emergency workers at roadside incidents. Question 78. How should a driver position their vehicle when preparing to make a right turn at a red light? A. Position the vehicle in the far left lane. B. Stay in the middle lane and signal before turning. C. Move to the far right lane and stop completely before proceeding when safe. Answer. C. Move to the far right lane and stop completely before proceeding when safe. This ensures that the turn is executed safely and legally after checking for oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Question 79. Discuss the protocol for renewing a driver's license in California, including any tests that may be required. A. Renewal is automatic with no tests required. B. Drivers may need to pass a vision test and pay a renewal fee. C. Drivers must retake the driving test every renewal period. Answer. B. Drivers may need to pass a vision test and pay a renewal fee. These requirements ensure that drivers maintain adequate visual acuity for safe driving. Question 80. What are the considerations for driving on mountain roads, especially with respect to speed and gear usage? A. Use lower gears to control speed during descent and avoid relying solely on brakes. B. Always use the highest gear to maintain speed. C. Speed limits are advisory only. Use your discretion based on conditions. Answer. A. Use lower gears to control speed during descent and avoid relying solely on brakes. This technique helps maintain control and reduces brake wear on steep gradients. Question 81. Explain the importance of maintaining a vehicle's headlights and ensuring they are properly aligned. A. Properly aligned headlights improve visibility and communication with other drivers. B. Misaligned headlights can save battery life. C. Headlights alignment is only important for aesthetic reasons. Answer. A. Properly aligned headlights improve visibility and communication with other drivers. This ensures that you can see the road clearly and other drivers can see you, reducing the risk of accidents. Question 82. What is the procedure for handling a scenario where another driver is trying to force you off the road? A. Accelerate and try to outmaneuver the other driver. B. Maintain your lane, slow down safely, and call 911 if necessary. C. Stop your car immediately and confront the other driver. Answer. B. Maintain your lane, slow down safely, and call 911 if necessary. It's important to stay calm and prioritize safety in potentially dangerous situations. Question 83. Discuss the legal and safety implications of altering a vehicle's exhaust system in California. A. Modifications are encouraged to increase vehicle performance. B. Illegal modifications can lead to fines and mandatory restoration to factory settings. C. There are no regulations regarding exhaust modifications in California. Answer. B. Illegal modifications can lead to fines and mandatory restoration to factory settings. California has strict laws to control vehicle emissions and noise levels. Question 84. How should a driver react to an animal suddenly running across the road? A. Swerve quickly to avoid hitting the animal. B. Continue driving without slowing down. C. Slow down or stop safely to avoid hitting the animal. Answer. C. Slow down or stop safely to avoid hitting the animal. It's important to avoid sudden maneuvers that could lead to an accident. Question 85. What is the legal speed limit in residential areas unless otherwise posted? A. 25 miles per hour. B. 35 miles per hour. C. 45 miles per hour. Answer. A. 25 miles per hour. The default speed limit in residential areas is designed to protect pedestrians and other vulnerable road users. Question 86. Explain the importance of the Click It or Ticket campaign and its implications for drivers and passengers. A. The campaign encourages drivers to speed safely without wearing seatbelts. B. It promotes seatbelt usage to reduce injuries and fatalities in crashes. C. It suggests that seatbelts are optional but recommended. Answer. B. It promotes seatbelt usage to reduce injuries and fatalities in crashes. The campaign emphasizes that wearing a seatbelt is not only a legal requirement, but also a critical safety measure. Question 87. What should a driver do when they encounter a flashing yellow light at an intersection? A. Proceed with caution and prepare to stop if necessary. B. Come to a complete stop before proceeding. C. Ignore the flashing light and proceed as normal. Answer. A. Proceed with caution and prepare to stop if necessary. A flashing yellow light warns drivers to be alert and cautious. Question 88. How does California law address the use of headlights when driving in rain, fog, or snow? A. Headlights must be turned on during inclement weather. B. Use of headlights is optional in these conditions. C. Headlights should be used only when visibility is severely impaired. Answer. A. Headlights must be turned on during inclement weather. This law helps ensure that vehicles are visible to each other during poor visibility conditions. Question 89. What are the legal requirements for yielding the right-of-way to public transit buses re-entering traffic in California? A. Yielding is encouraged but not required. B. Drivers must yield to buses signaling to merge back into traffic. C. Buses must yield to all other vehicles. Answer. B. Drivers must yield to buses signaling to merge back into traffic. This rule helps facilitate the safe movement of public transit vehicles. Question 90. Describe the proper procedure for checking your vehicle's blind spots before changing lanes. A. Quickly glance over your shoulder in the direction of the lane change. B. Check the rear view mirror only. C. Adjust the side mirrors while changing lanes. Answer. A. Quickly glance over your shoulder in the direction of the lane change. This is essential to ensure there is no vehicle in your blind spot before you change lanes. Question 91. What are the penalties for parking in a handicapped parking space without proper authorization? A. A small fine. B. Hefty fines and possible towing of the vehicle. C. A warning for the first offense. Answer. B. Hefty fines and possible towing of the vehicle. Unauthorized use of handicapped parking is strictly enforced with significant penalties to ensure accessibility. Question 92. How should a driver respond if their vehicle starts to hydroplane on a wet road? A. Accelerate to regain traction. B. Brake hard and steer sharply. C. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. Answer. C. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. This helps regain control without making abrupt movements that could lead to a spin. Question 93. Discuss the proper use of turn signals before making lane changes or turns. A. Signal at least 100 feet before the change. B. Signal only when other vehicles are nearby. C. Use signals after you have begun to turn or change lanes. Answer. A. Signal at least 100 feet before the change. This gives other drivers enough time to react to your actions. Question 94. What steps should be taken to ensure safety when backing out of a driveway onto a busy street? A. Back out quickly to minimize traffic disruption. B. Check for pedestrians and traffic. Back out slowly and cautiously. C. Honk continuously while backing out. Answer. B. Check for pedestrians and traffic. Back out slowly and cautiously. It's important to be vigilant to avoid accidents with pedestrians and oncoming traffic. Question 95. Describe the actions a driver should take after being involved in a collision that results in injuries. A. Leave the scene immediately to avoid further conflict. B. Ensure the safety of all parties. Call emergency services and wait for them to arrive. C. Move the injured to the roadside. Answer. B. Ensure the safety of all parties. Call emergency services and wait for them to arrive. Prompt and appropriate action can help manage the situation and ensure the injured receive necessary medical attention. Question 96. How should drivers handle intersections with inoperative traffic signals due to a power outage? A. Treat the intersection as if it is controlled by stop signs in all directions. B. Proceed through the intersection without stopping. C. Wait for a police officer to direct traffic. Answer. A. Treat the intersection as if it is controlled by stop signs in all directions. This procedure helps prevent accidents during power outages. Question 97. What are the requirements for drivers regarding the use of seat belts in California? A. Seat belts are mandatory for all passengers and the driver. B. Only the driver needs to wear a seat belt. C. Seat belts are required only on highways. Answer. A. Seat belts are mandatory for all passengers and the driver. This law aims to protect everyone in the vehicle by reducing the risk of injury in a crash. Question 98. Explain the concept of defensive driving and give examples of how it can be applied while on the road. A. Driving aggressively to dominate the road and prevent others from taking advantage. B. Maintaining awareness of road conditions and other vehicles, anticipating possible hazards. C. Focusing only on the vehicle ahead and not worrying about other traffic. Answer. B. Maintaining awareness of road conditions and other vehicles, anticipating possible hazards. Defensive driving involves being prepared and cautious to avoid accidents. Question 99. What precautions should be taken when towing a trailer or other vehicle? A. Increase speed to maintain momentum. B. Check that the trailer is securely attached and that lights and brakes are functioning properly. C. Towing is not allowed on highways. Answer B. Check that the trailer is securely attached and that lights and brakes are functioning properly. Proper preparation ensures safety when towing. Question 100. How can drivers minimize risks when driving in areas prone to wildlife crossings? A. Ignore wildlife signs as animals rarely cross. B. Increase speed to scare away any animals. C. Slow down and stay alert, especially at dawn and dusk when wildlife is most active. Answer C. Slow down and stay alert, especially at dawn and dusk when wildlife is most active. Being cautious helps prevent collisions with animals.